Yeah. How was that? That intro, fuck me, CP. What? What I do this time? You're gonna have to specify and narrow it down when you say fuck you, CP, because there's just so much that could mean, or that's pretty loud, right? All right. All right. Yeah. It's okay, guys. I'm very aware of touch of film. Everything's fine. Fuck, that was loud. We get planes and helicopters and shit, but that was a fucking flyby. Hi, how are you? Hope everything's fine. Quickly, first to discuss the missed interview yesterday. I don't have a status for you regarding the cam girl interview. She just hasn't. We haven't been able to connect base. So I don't know if there's something wrong, if something happened on her end or what, but the communication has been down. So I don't know if perhaps she had some sort of something, or is in the middle of something, but I was unable to secure any sort of anything, confirmation, renewal date, anything. So I don't know. The cam girl interview is up in the air. Luckily, which I kind of wanted to plan it this way anyway, so I kind of back into the situation I would have rather had. Becca, who does an OnlyFans account, which is similar but different. We'll be speaking with Becca Thursday night. Or Thursday midday, I think was the time for that. Don't worry, you'll get your dose of CP awkwardly talking to women who make money off their bodies. That's still happening in some way, shape, or form. I can actually see the video now, thank gosh. Oh wait, was there an issue with the video? Is that what happened? Yeah. No, yeah, a touch of us. There's no need to apologize. It's everything's fine. Everything's fine. Right. So that's the first plane I've heard in 2 weeks. When's the next show business? Excellent question. Yeah. So, blah. Extremely good friend of the show, supporter of the show, supporter of lots of things, supporter and basically the guy who is powering free digital codes to movies that move me. Glenn sent me a package, and it made me realize that I never updated on the first package. It's weird. The blue tuber in me forgets that you're supposed to update every time you get something new, but I haven't bought a Blu-ray. I've received Blu-rays in 2020 that I've paid for in 2019. But I've There's one situation where I've received Blu-rays in 2020 where somebody fronted me for it, and I have yet to finish paying him. So anything I've received in 2020 that was released in 2020 has not been paid for in 2020, as far as I'm concerned. So before your mind goes racing to what the fuck, all of this stuff has been sent to me. And these are two separate packages from Glenn, and I'm going to go older first. So I'll start with the older stuff. This I think was either a birthday or Christmas present or both. Glenn sent me a copy of Easy Rider, the Criterion edition. You guys are gonna curse me out because I take the discs out and then I put them in my leather zip case so that everything's closer, and I don't, you keep the zip case near the TV, you have all your stuff there. It's a lot less damage you can do to the cases. I realize a lot of you think that that's blasphemous. Another reason why the Bluetooth community hates me. Did no, Blue has not emailed me yet. Which, by the way, that's another thing to talk about. Huss sponsored a giveaway that I won. I actually won a really great Korean steelbook, which I'm kind of getting fired up about. It probably take, I don't know, knowing the quarantine and all that stuff, it might be around for maybe my halfway mark update, because this is like the quarter, right? April, oh no, a quarter would have been April 1st. January, February, March. Yeah, all right, so I'm a little late on the first quarter update. So anyway, Easy Rider was sent a while ago. Technically, it might be a 2019 movie. Technically, am I looking forward to possibly tomorrow's Cool Duders Hoarding Up video? No, it should come up later. Today's Tuesday. What I'm looking forward to is people asking about me in his live Q&As and him having a different thing to say every different time. He acted like he didn't know who I was when I threw him a super chat and said, "Yo, why are you trying to get people to think I hate you?" Because I don't hate anybody in the community. I'm a satirist. Even though my face is straight and is not smiling when I do things, I'm having fun. The one thing I can't stand is people that take themselves way too seriously. And if there is some people that take themselves way too seriously, it is certain members of the Bluetooth community. And then when you go out and risk the health of others, I'm gonna call you on that. And nobody said, "Hey, sorry, CP, you are actually right," but it's okay. It's okay. But they probably just forgot. It's fine. It's fine. CP, I'm sorry for the comments I left in the last post. Bad day, not as bad as yours. What I said was unnecessary and unwanted. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about, Mary. I'll be honest. Was it today? No. Was it in it? What previous video? No, Mary. To be honest, I don't remember. A DVD in the mail. Has science gone too far? That's not true. CP hates me. What? I hate I hate everybody equally. Um, I, 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 I love everybody like none at all, and I hate everybody equally. That's just my mental deficiency, my wanting to stay alone and in my room, uh, my agoraphobia, my social anxiety. That's all of it. Um, the horror stories I can tell you about when I did stand up. It's such a weird thing. Somebody, not wanting to interact with people, performing for hundreds of people, and then just faking it. Ugh. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and then he goes on to talk about how I've been going on for years, trying to start trouble. You kids with your silly. Okay, so again, so 2019, maybe my birthday, February. Easy Rider was included in a box from Glenn. Glenn again sent a package of 3 Criterions, because Glenn buys them by the bunch. He buys like lots, and I won't show or read any of the notes that he sent word for word, because they're kind of sweet. And I'll just give it the rundown, because the truth is I actually just burned it and threw it away. That's not the truth. So these were extras, and he thought that I didn't have them, and which is accurate. And we'll go in order. And some of these films I haven't heard of. One of these films I watched in my effort to do a marathon, but we got to redo that. The first thing is Pale Flower, which he sent covers. Like, he sent Blu-ray condoms, which is just adorable. Super chat. Eobard says, CP, I still think it would be great for you to do that Child's Play kill ranking for Cody. Ugh. Do you want me to edit my own one, or am I doing his? Because he's got Cody takes a lot of work doing those rankings, and he gets a lot of heat for it. And we've got something coming up. Just sit tight. What I will tell you is May's going to be an interesting editing month for me. So who knows? I don't have anything Child's Play related, but who knows what you'll get. If Cody wanted me to help him edit something, I'm more than happy to. He holds his own, but Cody has proven himself to be wow. What are the odds that I'm actually wearing this? Cody has proved himself to be the brother that I thought this person was. Oh no! See what happens when you try to promote somebody who you don't really deserve it. Cody's been 5 times the brother figure that person was. Yeah, the whole thing about Cody ripping off Dead Meat. That was. Yeah, you can't name the thing. So Pale Flower. which is a 1964 movie from Japan. I might have to shift, and once I get off my South Korea kick, and once I get off this little project that I'm doing at the current moment, I actually technically have two projects that I'm on. I might just steal Luke's Asian cinema something, but that shirt burns my skin. No, it makes me feel like I can just tell lies and not worry about anything. It's actually quite freeing having this shirt on. It's like I can be a completely different person and not pay for any of my sins, because I have a gang of minions who will listen to anything I say. No relation. I think it's just because Haynes makes it. That's it. No other reason. Pale Flower is a masterpiece. Yeah, I would imagine. Next up on the list is Rumblefish, which I think Coppola directed this at 83. I am way too blind for this. Yes, a film by Francis Ford Coppola. I've heard of this. I'm not going to lie and try to act like a lot of this stuff I've heard of, but I appreciate when somebody wants to give me a film. I may not rush to check the movies out, but I like getting an education. It's not the worst thing in the world to get something you don't want, and watch it. Watch it, because you never know. You never know about anything until you watch it. I might have really enjoyed Jack and Jill, but I watched it to make sure that I didn't, and I didn't. So at least you can't say anything about things if you have no knowledge of them. That is my thing. So I don't know much about it, and I'm excited to see if it fits. I mean, shit, if it weren't for Parasite, I wouldn't have gone on this South Korea kick, and holy fuck, have I been just blown over, especially with all the fucking thrillers, the vengeance thrillers. Oh, Skulder. Ever seen films with gladiators? Yes. Are you hitting on me? Rumblefish is written by the same person who wrote The Outsiders. Huh. I see. And this, which I have watched, and oddly enough, the disc is inside because I recently just watched it. Thank you for that, Skulder. I appreciate that. But I can't go any further with the film Vengeance Is Mine, which I need to rewatch because I wasn't really, oddly enough, during my marathon. I was preoccupied with my weird hiccups, and my problem. I genuinely have a problem when it comes to films that you have to read. Films with subtitles, is I really need to pay attention, because I have some form of dyslexia. I know I do, because I'll jumble words that are close or something like that. I've never really been tested, but I'm certain I have some version of dyslexia, because there's stuff like I have a hard time reading books. I have to keep reading the same page like 2 or 3 times because it just doesn't stick in my memory. I don't know what that has to do with. I don't know what that is. Therapists have therapi. How do you pluralize therapist? Um, they've told me that my PTSD and depression has kind of played into certain brain functions not working the same way, but I don't know. I'm a little skeptical about all that stuff. South Korea is awesome. No, I know Zachary, and I've been going on a binge. Um, if it were a much different time, I probably would have picked up about 15, 20 South Korean films in the last month or two. But like I said, I just won one from a Touch of Films contest, which is some great luck, and it's a film I haven't seen, so I'm excited about that. But um, there's a couple that are on Netflix that I think they're doing a free trial. Maybe I'll do a free trial just to catch up on those uh, those South Korean films. And my uncle's letting us use his Hulu, and that's where I got to see The Chaser, and The Chaser's fucking incredible. I might do. I think I've either seen 9, 10, or 11 South Korean films now. I might just do right now as I start. Here's my ranking of the Korean films that I've watched. Here it is, and you'd be surprised where Wailing would be on that list. So there's that. Right. So Vengeance is Mine. If you like nudity, this is your movie. No, but there's some other fucked up shit going on in that movie that I need to go back and watch again and really pay attention. Again, these fucking 4 Criterion movies. Just hey, I have doubles for you. I mean, he even said that I can sell them if I want. I hope Glenn isn't mad that yeah. I like keeping stuff if I have not seen it and do not know. Like if it's something I don't like, I'll try to sell it. Like I believe Glenn is taking my copy of the New World, Lost World. Why do I keep fucking forgetting the title of that awful long movie? I think it's New World. I'd love the ranking. All right. CP is one of the reasons why YouTube is still a thing, along with Cody Leach. What? Am I? Thursday at about 4:30 or 5 p.m. Glad you don't remember or upset. Thursday. No, I don't remember at all. No, Marianne. People say stuff. It's I don't hold grudges. I don't even remember what you said. You'd be surprised how open I'd be to discussions with people. Like this is why I think it's funny. People think I'm this horrible person, but I really am kidding. Like there's much worse, much more serious things in life to worry about. And I've had to deal with a couple of high-end fucked up situations, and when you talk about things that have happened on YouTube, it's nothing. This isn't this isn't real. These aren't problems. The financial situation here at the house, it's scary, but as somebody who's had spinal surgery, I lost a gallbladder. I was coughing up blood in 2018. It could be worse. Thankfully, that everybody else is going through this. There are certain elements that, they're not turning our cable off. I don't know if we've gotten that note from electricity, although I'm assuming they would do the same thing. Why would cable let you have cable but not the electricity? So there's certain things where, like, it could be much worse. Um, so I try to look at the bright side, but be skeptical, if that makes any sense. Um, yeah. So yeah, what day is it? Where am I? Who am I? That's just me in general. Okay, so here's today's or yesterday's. I don't know how to call it. And he just sent out of nowhere, out of the blue, sent another box with another note saying, I got a bunch of doubles. Do what you want with them. Again, he said something like, if you don't want them, sell them. Whatever you can do. Uh, I have doubles, and I'm passing them along to you. And I can't say how much I appreciate that, Glenn. That really means a lot. Glenn's a really, really good dude. And that's why I got really pissed the other night when he got blocked by Wet Movie One, and um, you know, just for supporting me. And that I can't I can't stand by it and stay quiet for that, because listen, I know people who stay supported to this guy, and yeah, I'm not gonna not talk to people because they enjoy something. I understand. Uh, it's entertainment, and you guys aren't coming to Thanksgiving dinner with either of us, so no hard feelings whatsoever. Um, I did a video. I posted a video about my situation because I felt like a lot of people were asking, and I felt like somebody was being way too quiet and not only not giving enough of a story, but was just kind of passing it along, like kind of passing the buck. So I just and I said this to everybody. I said, I know that this doesn't look good. I don't expect people to appreciate what I'm doing, but I just want you to understand where I'm coming from, and that's why I did that. Oh, Ryan Chataway, 9.99. Love you, man. Not much, but every little bit helps. Well, I appreciate that, Ryan. You're already a patron. You don't have to do that. Come on. Which I think everybody who has done a super chat is already a patron. So thank you. But yeah, appreciated, massively appreciated. I coughed up, and I'm doing a do-over on this year's marathon, Ryan. So there's that. But yeah, Glenn's a great dude, and I will go back for him, especially in the instance of Wet Movie One, which I guess if we're gonna start some dirt, very oddly, I will say, in the middle of the night, early morning. Oh, maybe it's been deleted. Yeah. All right. Early morning. And I've been reblocked. So early morning, April 25th, I got a thumbs up from Wet Movie One, and now I've been reblocked. So the fuck? I don't understand. Sometimes the two of them, those superstars over there, they act like they don't know who I am. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I don't know. Whatever. They're all jokes. If either of them had told me, hey, I didn't like that thing you did there. That would be one thing, but nobody's talking about anything. They're trying to act like I don't exist. All right, I'm gonna keep going then. Pete, another Patreon super chat. Will you stop? Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Okay, so here was last night's package from Glenn. Same thing he said, that you know, if I don't like them, sell them, or whatever. He just passing along doubles. And the first thing that I saw that I've actually been intrigued about is New York Stories, which I have heard of. Because I know Scorsese. Yeah, one of these is directed by Scorsese. One of these is directed by Francis Coppola. And Woody Allen directs the other one. I've heard a bit about these. This is one of those things where I'm really appreciative of Glenn, because this is something that I would never go out of my way to pay for, to go find. But now that it's here, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not sorry, Glenn. At the current time, I'm not going to give it away. I really I'm intrigued to see what it is. Next is a loose disc. It's a loose disc. This is the Phenom with Johnny Simmons, Paul Giamatti, and Ethan Hawke, which, I'll be honest, I've heard nothing about. I don't know how new this is, how old this is. It's still wrapped. There's that. But ever since Harper was a child, he had dreamed of becoming a major league pitcher, relentlessly pushed by an abusive father. He's on the verge of becoming one of the game's most promising players when he unexpectedly breaks down on the mound. Now Hopper's only hope lies with an unorthodox sports therapist, who urges him to let go of the past so he can find success on the field. And it looks like that looks like a Detroit outfit. This might be MLB might have approved it. So yeah, another one I haven't seen, not going anywhere. But one that like kind of blew us over, both of us, because Emily had been talking about something happened. We knew that Danny DeVito was in the new Jumanji, and he sent the 4K fucking steelbook, and it was wrapped. Both are out for a couple of reasons, but the movie was actually quite good, and for damn sure was going to watch it at the very least. It's a good looking steelbook, 4K. I'm sorry, Glenn. I'm keeping it. I don't know how else to put it. Appreciate. I appreciate it is far too empty a term, but Glenn set us up with movie night last night, even though I fell asleep on parts. I took my anxiety medication a little too early. Next is another one. Memoirs of an Invisible Man. I think I've seen this, but not enough to remember it. I really want to see this again, especially since going to see The Invisible Man, the original, the black and white, the 19 version, and this 2020 remake. I'm really curious to see how this is, because I know it's comedy with a ton of homage, and a bunch of 90s FX. So we'll see how far it goes, but I certainly, another one of those things where I've never seen it, or if I have, it like hasn't stayed in my memory. It's one of those things where I would not go out of my way to pick it up, but because it's in my lap without paying a penny, I'm going to hang on to it. At the very least, I'll watch it again and see what the deal is there. And the last in the box was Red Dawn, the good one, or the real one, should I say. Patrick Swayze, the only listed name on there. That's interesting. I don't own this movie. For some reason, I don't own this movie. Once again, no intent on getting rid of it. If times get tough right now, there's the, I don't know if, oh yeah, you can't see it with the way the screen is right now. I have a $400 Friday the 13th piece that might be the first thing that I sell if things get really tight. But as long as they're keeping our lights and our cable on, we could be in worse situations. We're trying to address Emily's pain as good as possible. It's a lot easier for me to say that because I'm not the one with achy teeth. But oops, sorry, I didn't mean to knock that. This is what Glenn sent over so far in 2020, and I am incredibly grateful. I can't say thank you enough, but what I must say is, Glenn, if you could somehow get doubles of Qui-Gon, Stalker, and Bamboozled, that would be awesome. You should probably get doubles of those. Especially Bamboozled. I think that just came out. I think Qui-Gon is getting a release. Arrow? I don't remember. I don't know. Okay, so to the chat we shall go. If anybody has anything, let me go back. Oh, Glenn's here. Glenn, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I didn't read any of the notes that were sent, just in case. You can tell me if they're okay to read, but I just kind of summarized. And thank you. You genuinely. The Jumanji was incredible, gorgeous, brilliant that it was in 4K. The snob that I am, and that was the movie we watched last night. And The thing was, Emily was like, we had come across like 5 minutes of it somewhere. I don't know if we were waiting for another movie. Might have been Star Wars, in the theater, and The Rock was doing a Danny DeVito impersonation, and Emily just could not escape the absurdity of Dwayne The Rock Johnson doing Danny DeVito, and wanted to know more about it. And I dozed off in the middle, and she watched it start to finish with quite a bit of interest, which that's funny because Emily and action aren't really good bedfellows. So they did a good job there. Aquafina is also in that movie, so there's that. Okay, one thing I could say about CP is he doesn't put on a front to portray an image. Thank you, Zachary. I appreciate that, and that is that yeah. I don't want to. You'll get what you want, or you may not get what you want. You'll get me. I don't mean harm. And if I do or say something that harms you, I will of course apologize. I don't mean to harm anybody. But there's far worse things in the world to get jacked up about, and that's kind of my stance with a lot of things. And I'm not gonna be different with you now than I would be behind closed doors, which appears to be a big YouTube thing. Putting on a funny face and acting like everybody's best friend for the camera, and not in the DMs. And I'm not about that. If I say something about somebody, it's the same shit I would say about somebody in a DM. And that's the kind of weird thing that I don't understand. I kind of pride myself on that. I try to get to levels with people where I play rough, but that's what you're getting from me. And I'm playing. Is it rough? Yes. But am I playing? Yes. No harm intended. And if somebody is harmed, then I apologize and walk it back. But our time is limited. Let's focus on the important shit. Like I have no joke. Shit. I wanted to say something stupid and I couldn't even think of anything. Ethan Hawke's daughter on the come up, I think. Okay. CP doesn't rip people off by making the same jokes. I make my own jokes. Thank you very much. I actually was accused of being a thief, a joke thief from what the fuck's his name? The blonde haired guy, Jay Moore? Yeah, Jay Moore. Jay Moore did a very similar joke to me with ATM machines, and I had to stop doing the joke because people know who he is. They don't know who I am. And people would walk up to me and say, "That's a Jay Moore joke." And I was like, "No, it's a me joke. I how many jokes about airport security are there?" But everybody keeps doing them. I digest. It's a great looking steelbook. It is. Are you big DeVito fans? No, not exactly either. That's the funny thing. Emily's she's an odd bird. Odd duck. Hi Gavin. Get ready for all the Blu-ray shopping videos tonight, excuse me. Yeah. At this stage, I don't know. Like we've reached an impasse where I might have to come out of roast retirement because I may not be what the community wants, but I may be what the community deserves. It's a little out of hand, guys. You're just shopping. They're just Blu-rays, and you're taking it way too seriously. And then when I'm getting serious about, risking people's lives, I'm the asshole. So weird. CP, when is the original Friday the 13th coming out in Steelbook? Oh, I don't know. I pay attention less when I can't really pay for shit. Like I have the Criterions listed that I wanted to pick up because I have a $21 gift card from Barnes and Noble, $21.54 or whatever, which is the exact price of $19.99 plus tax, because I returned a Criterion at Barnes and Noble. So I have a gift certificate, gift card, whatever, refund card, whatever. It's a credit card with a certain amount on it. And I'm trying to figure which one of those three I want to pick up whenever the half off sale goes on again at Barnes and Noble, if there's still a store by the time whatever rolls around. So I don't know as far as stuff coming up. So somebody told me that there's a steelbook coming for what the fuck is that zombie movie that was brilliant, that Japanese zombie movie, One Cut of the Dead. Incredible, and there's a steelbook coming for that, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to know about it. I can't pick it up. I don't want to know. Okay. The Friday metal pack is not a steelbook. Look at White Tim shooting it down. I think I heard Best Buy is the ones doing the Friday steelbook. Yeah, they usually do a lot of exclusives and doubles of the Before trilogy. Yeah. Rumor has it there's a box set for Friday the 13th franchise coming late this year. Yeah, I'm starting to believe it too, because Adam Marcus has let out that he's done something. Excuse me. He's been doing some sort of interviewing or something to promote their uncut version, and I think there's something to it. Where is the address to mail you something? I can give it to you if you have my information. You can reach out to me. I can give you. Oh wait, Mary, are you the one who asked Cody about my address? Cody said somebody asked him about my address. If you want to send it to Cody and have him send it to me, that's good too. That's fine. It's probably better on shipping anyway. CP, your channel is amazing. I can't wait for Autop Stream Friday. Autop Stream is on Cody's channel, not mine. But thank you. I love the Jumanji Steelbook. It's beautiful. ended up with a double. I had to send it to you. Well, thank God. I don't know how the fuck you end up with doubles of steelbooks like that, but keep doing it. Like I said, you need doubles of Bamboozled, Quidon, and Stalker. I heard about the new Friday box set as well. Can't wait for that shit. Yep. Glenn rocks. So these Jumanji movies are good. Yeah, they're a good time. The movie's not amazing, but it was enjoyable. That's exactly what I was saying. And again, I fell asleep on it, missed a chunk in the middle, and it's okay. It really is an okay time. Play rough, you say? Yeah, I play rough. Let's sell Netflix the Blu-ray King spinoff. You joke, sir, but I'll tell you this much: I've put pen to paper for some ideas regarding what you're talking about. I don't play him serious, but everything. I got a $18 Vizio settlement. Ooh. Some are scheduling their weekly essential shopping trips around Blu-rays. And it's not like, I don't know, what's the big release this week? Rhythm section? I actually want to see that, but I don't even think it's in 4K. Yeah. You gonna risk that shit with fucking... And the thing of it is that there's this trope. They all do the same shit. And, you know, it's not funny for any one person, but it's funny when a bunch of people do it, and it becomes a bit of a habit. People who go to the store, show shit, and then go home and actually show the things that they had at home without buying anything at the store. Like, they wasted gas. They went to the store to show us what a fucking Best Buy looks like. And multiple people do it, and I don't understand the allure. Like, yeah, it's a store. It's a store with today's new releases on the rack. Cool. Yeah, I might have to dust off the old roasting box because it's just weird. Find out CP. I'll buy you a copy and send it to you when it comes out. Oh, that's sweet. A copy of what? Oh, you're talking about Friday the 13th? I don't know. I think that off to lunch. Glad you like the package. Thank you. Yeah, thanks again, and we'll be seeing you in Movies That Move Me. Glenn, of course, is a mod in that group. Drinks are on Tim. Yeah, they are. Hello, Dice. How are you? It's just upstairs. Congratulations, Tim. Doubles of the Bergman box set. No, yeah, that one. Yeah, I'll pass along. Hi there, White Tim. Yo, my peeps, what's going on, man? How you doing? It's been a long time. Glad to see you're still into movies. Absolutely, my peeps. It's good to see you again. It's literally been years, man. I hope everything's all right in your end. One Cut of the Dead, when you start watching it, you're like, this is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. By the end, you're giving a standing applause. Yeah, Emily tapped out within the first half an hour, and I can't say I blame her, but holy shit, that movie takes a left, and it's incredible. What happened with the Cam Girl interview yesterday? Delayed. I don't know. She never. There was a bit of communication issue. She never reaffirmed the the date, the schedule, and I hadn't heard. To be honest, I hadn't heard from her in over a day now, and it was a couple of hours by the time I was scheduling the interview, and by about I think 3 hours to go, I just called it. I don't know what the story is. I'm still open to doing the interview. I don't know if she got cold feet or something else, or all right. She's a big Bluetooth fan and just thought that I have some nerve, being the person I am, to people in that community. Or maybe she's one of these fans. And she was like, no, sir, not today. So hopefully, there is a OnlyFans interview on Thursday. So we still get to talk about weird money for pretty stuff in a couple days. I hope it's not the type of cam girl I'm thinking of. Oh no, it's the type of cam girl you're thinking about. Do you think physical media will survive this pandemic since everyone's going digital at this time? That's a good question. There's a lot of things that are in trouble. Like I think theaters, like film theaters, are in trouble, and they want nothing more than this shit to be over, because we're getting a crash course in what we have, what we don't really need, and what we can go on without. And a lot of things kind of shine through when you're home by yourself and don't need to rely on going to the store. Although, the blue tubers are trying to keep that relevant by going window shopping. Something to do with the hub. Has something to do with the bait. The bait. Why did you have to go? Well, cam girls, I probably shouldn't explain. Yeah. Is it that cam girl you're thinking about? No, it's no. It's not a cam girl that I've had issues with in the past. This young lady was all game, getting excited, asking. There was a bunch of back and forth. It's just I'm imagining her schedule picked up. She said something about recently moving, so I'm not holding out hope, but I can't tell you when the possible interview is, and if it doesn't happen, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream where I can somehow make it blurry, and you guys can witness me trying to ask a girl for a legit interview while everybody else asks her to take clothes off and all those things. I think that would be funny, but I don't know how on earth I'd be able to show that to you. I know I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. This is absolutely a thing. I gotta say, I've gone through some tough shit, and you and Cody make me laugh and make everything better. Thanks for that. Thanks for saying that. It's nice to know that people smile because of me. It's like going to the grocery store, showing off food, and going home and showing what's in your fridge. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. I hope it's not what I'm thinking of, because the fuck is he wearing? Oh, it's an emotional shirt. It makes me feel like I'm invincible, and I can say whatever the fuck I want and not believe anything. This is my emotional support shirt, where what?
I'm talking to my alarm.
She's talking to her alarm. You get like 30 plus on the ego points when you put this shirt on. That's what I'm wearing. I was wondering about the interview. He's wearing a no-no shirt. Yeah. Yep. Hello. I've seen a couple of drive-ins opening. That's the smart thing to do. Drive-ins is probably the best way to do it right now. I'm actually really hoping for drive-ins to pop up again. I want to go to one. That would be nice. It is that type of cam girl. Yes, it is a woman who gets, at the very least, gets nude for viewers on a site like Chatterbait. It is a cam girl who will be clothed. This isn't some sort of weird thing where I'm somehow exploiting a YouTube loophole. I want to interview a girl who does that for a living and ask what comes with that. What's a shitty day at work? What is what are some of the tropes? What are some of the things that are annoying? What does it do to your sex life otherwise? There's just a bunch of questions that I have, and I want to treat it as respectfully as possible. But I just need the that first step. And like I said, Thursday, that might be a step in the right direction, where I can point to this interview from Thursday and say, here's an idea of something. This is a girl who has an OnlyFans account. It'll be similar to this. But yes, I'm not trying to. There's not going to be nudity in the interview, if that's what you're asking. I forgot Dice is a baby and probably never went to one. What? What happened in the interview? Okay. Yeah. I just think we're all panicking over the virus. Neil Breen is still hacking into government systems. Yeah. I can't believe you committed suicide. How can you have committed suicide? Why did you commit suicide? I can't believe you committed suicide. Wait, I don't need these pills.
I forgot about that line.
He asks for the pills. She throws them to him, and then he looks at the bottle. He's like, wait, I don't need these pills. And then throws them in the fucking toilet.
And then she picks them out.
And she's all like, scooping out fucking murky.
I'm going to continue hacking into the government systems.
To see what I can find.
Yes.
I would really love to. I don't have a copy of that film.
We're going to watch Troll 2 as well.
What?
We're going to do a commentary of Troll 2 at some point.
Yeah, we have double. What? No, not double. Double Down. What is his latest one? We have his latest one, and we'd love to do a watch along but Neil Breen is an experience, and everybody would have a good time. I'm almost certain of it. Almost. True. Otherwise, things I would have done would have been quite impressive. I have 2 drive-ins near me, but they're closed. Oh, in reference to the drive-ins. CP, I knew you weren't trying to do anything wrong. I was just curious if I was right about the type of cam girl. It's okay. It's okay. I would imagine that, the opening 5 to 10 minutes are going to be weird just for everybody. CP, you should take it upon yourself to make the Neil Breen story. The budget literally won't matter. Yeah, and film like in rooms that have no just shoot everything on the same location, but call it something else. You do a good impression? What impression? There are no good Neil Breen impressions. It's just take all of the life out of your voice and then kind of have like a dopey look on your face where I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm happy. But you still have this, like, the lips are still kind of smiling, but everything else is just kind of, I'm telling you, we're gonna have to do a watch along with a Neil Breen masterpiece, because fuck, it's good stuff. Neil Breen needs to collaborate with Tommy Wiseau. Oh. His latest is Twisted Pair. Yes, we have Twisted Pair. That we have. I get a kick out of the one where he's hacking into government systems and eating tuna fish like it's going out of style in his lap in his car, and the hacking and the wife that's a drug addict, and then the fucking the weird shootout by the Ferrari that somehow is assumed as a suicide. It's the strangest shit ever, but for commentary's sake, it's absolute brilliance. Yeah, exactly. You got that dopey look down for sure. Fair enough. I'll take it. CP deserves to be in a Tarantino movie with his with his great impressions of Drexel and Cheech from Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah. Chicken pussy, dog pussy, hairy pussy, smelly pussy, apple pie pussy. What?
Did you say chicken pussy already?
Chicken pussy, dog pussy, hairy pussy, smelly pussy.
Just go around in a circle.
Turquoise pussy. I'm going to continue hacking into these government systems to see what I can find out about all this national and international corruption I know is going on. Yeah. Yeah, Neil Breen's the shit. So we've been going for an hour. If you guys have any questions or anything, ask them now. And this was just supposed to be an update showing you the nice stuff that Glenn sent. Unless, of course, somebody did an out and about already and I can live react to it. God knows there's that. Neil Breen just sounds like he's drunk in all of his movies. Yeah, there's that too. As long as there's no blue waffle. No, I don't think so. Nope. Yeah. So stay tuned this week to your local Blue Tuberies. the videos that they make, because technically I made a Bluetooth video today. It's new release day, and although I didn't cover any of the new releases, I put out a video on Tuesday. Yeah. So this week, as I'm reblocked by Wet Movie 1 after he tried sending a thumbs up, who knows? Who knows where this will go? But satire, roasting is satire. Crippling laptop addiction. Yep. So in case you want a refresher, you might want to go back and just go to my roasts playlist, and you can see me have at it with the Bluetooth community. You can see me have at it with somebody else quite a bit too. And guys, remember, whatever I say is right. Until I change my mind, then that is right. Also, I love all of you. I don't hate anybody. I don't have any disdain for anything. Unless, of course, we're behind closed doors. Then I have lots to say.